Hi, I'm Nelson Hill, Electronic Service Team Leader here at Yalabo USA. Today we're going to go over the analog input-output setups on the MAGIO circulator. This applies to both the MS and the MX circulator. So the first thing would be to go into the menu, Connect Unit. We go to Interfaces, slide down till you see the analog module. We have the analog module inputs, outputs, and then when we scroll down, we have the standby and the alarm output. You can see the alarm output currently is set for alarm and standby, so it will have the switch contacts switched over when it's either in an alarm condition or when it's in a standby condition, as we are right now since it's not running. And you can see you can invert that, which would connect the opposite two pins. Currently we have pins 2 and 3 that are connected. We can invert that, which would connect pins 1 and 2, and it'll change over the light on our little test box here if for some reason you wanted to change the pin outs. So I'm going to go back to what it was. The standby, if we activate this, return to the main screen, we now see E off in the display. This means external off. In order to start the unit, we need to close a switch contact. I have a dummy plug that's already set up to do that. Now you'll see off and you can start it. And you'll also note once it starts, our contacts switched over on the alarm output as well. If you set this for auto start, as soon as you close the switch contact, the unit would start as well. So if you disconnect or open your switch contact, you're going to see the unit will immediately shut down and display E off. And you just press it to switch the slider off. Now we have 3 channels of outputs. Channels 1 and 2 are fixed at 0 and 10 volts. We can select the set point, the internal value, the external value, or the power percentage as an output on these. So say we want to switch this to internal, 0 volts. We can change this to say minus 30. And then the 10 volts is set to 200, which is the max temperature for this unit. To do the same thing on channel 2, again, we can leave it at set point. We can set it to external. We're going to leave this to set point. We'll make this the same as what we just made channel 1, so minus 30 and 200 for 10 volts. So now you see 0 volts equates to minus 30, 10 volts equates to 200. We go back. Channel 3 is our current output. So in addition to selecting the value, say we wanted power percentage, we can also select the current range, either 4 to 20 or 0 to 20, depending on your system requirements. We can change this to indicate the full cooling power and the full heating power. So we're at minus 100 and plus 100% for our 4 and 20 milliamp outputs. The input, which is called the EPROG here, can be set for set point, can control the power, the flow rate, if you have an external flow sensor connected to the analog, or same with the pressure, you would have a pressure setting coming in on the EPROG. So we're going to leave it at set point. Signal can either be voltage or current. I'm going to leave it on voltage right now. So what you need to do is output your low voltage, then go into your lower value, key in what you want the lower value to equate to. Now change your output to the high value, and you'll see that it gives you the voltage input that's coming in currently. Now we go to the high value, key in the value we want, and it's now saying 9.89 is equated to the 200. So if I go down to roughly 5 volts, you see that we're in almost dead center in between. There's a slight error, but that has to do with the conversion from voltage to signal. We want to select our external set point to EPROG. We come out to the home screen. Now you're going to see in your temperature box that it says EPROG. And if I lower it again, you'll see the signal change again. So now it's using the EPROG input signal that we've just configured as the set point. And that is how you set up the analog inputs outputs using the accessory module on your MAGIO-MS MX circulators.